What's up, guys, and welcome back to DeeterPlays. So this egg, I want to show you how to get it. The game is called Plane Crazy, and basically your mission is to find the egg. But in order to find the egg, first thing you're going to want to do is get yourself a plane. So you're going to have to go through basically this whole tutorial, but it does walk you through every little step. You basically click on that little hammer right there, and it shows you where you're supposed to place all the little pieces, and it gives you a little bit of details, a little bit of information. There's this whole thing where you've got your center of gravity going on, and then you've got other things like you want to make sure you line up the center of gravity in a certain way so that it doesn't fall over. But it's all basically right there in the instructions. It's a little tricky. It might take you guys a little bit time to get through this one just to make sure you can grab all the items and put them where they belong. But so you build the plane, and if you stand in like different spots, it might be a little easier to do what you need to do, but it'll tell you what to click on. Like right here, you have to get fuel, and then it shows you all the little boxes where you need to put the fuel. So it's not really too hard. It's like so many other games where we have blocks and we're building something, and the tutorial is great because it just walks you straight through it. Now, if you've already like played this game and you've got an airplane or something, then I guess you don't have to really go through this part. But you can see on the bottom, like there's R, T, and Y. So a lot of these items, they need to be kind of facing a certain direction, and you will see the way it looks in the silhouette, basically the version of it that's sort of transparent that shows you where to put this. But we've got like the wings, we've got the fuel, we've got other parts of the plane, we've got to put on these control surfaces, and right there it says use R, T, and Y to rotate the selected part. So each of those buttons rotates it along a different axis, but you can see like right there, there's that one in the back. We're gonna have to make sure that we rotate these so that they're working the way they're supposed to. And once we've got that, see we've got that fin on the back that we need to add as well. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of rotating to get this one where we want it. See right there? So you'll have to kind of mess around with it and figure out how those buttons R, T, and Y rotate the item the way you want it. But basically, I'm gonna go through this whole process right here, and you can see me building this airplane. Now, after it's built, I will come back and talk to you about a little bit more how to fly it and where you need to go in order to finish the mission for the egg. But see how they've got the that yellow ball and that blue ball right there in the middle. You want to line those up so that the plane will fly correctly. And we're going to add landing gear, we're going to add some props, a couple other things, and then I'll let you know when it's time to take off. Okay, so now that we've put the seat on the plane, that is the last part, and you see the little airplane right there, you can click green, and that will spawn your plane. So this might be a little tricky. It says use W and S, and then up and down, and also basically a lot of it is about your where your mouse is located. So just think of it as your plane is going to try to chase your mouse. If you get lost or under the map, you can click that reset button and you can go back to the top and you can respawn and start all over. Clicking on that anytime, you can just go back here and but what you're trying to do is you see that little that floating island? You're trying to get there. Now, if you move your mouse in certain spots, you may see that it's going to fly in circles. But watch here, as I move my mouse, basically the airplane is chasing my mouse. So if you kind of move it above the plane, you should be able to fly up. If you move the mouse below the plane, you should be able to fly down. If you move it left of the plane, you should go left. And if you move it right of the plane, you should go right. So basically just try to do this and do what you can to try to get yourself to that island. It's like a quadcopter island. It's got 4 little propellers that are holding it up, and in the middle of that island is where you're going to find the egg, and that's what you're going for, guys. You want to go for that egg right in the middle. See, it's a little tricky to kind of steer yourself. You may have to take a few tries, and you might have to reset your airplane a little bit to get to where you want to go, because it's not really that intuitive how this works, and trying to get it to go down and up in the right way is a little bit tricky, but just kind of do what I'm doing here. See, now once you've got on your track to the island, you can do that, you can go down, and once you get down there, you can actually just kind of jump out of your airplane, and once you jump out of your airplane, you're good to go. Now go up to the top of the hill, grab that egg, and that's the end of the mission. If you guys are new here, would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're notified about other videos, and also check out the other egg hunt videos and tutorials on my channel. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later.